Dylan asked how long did it take for me to get Challenger for the first time. So first of all, when I started playing League of Legends in Season 2, there was no Challengers, like just ELO. So high ELO would be like above 2.4k ELO or whatever. And it took me about when I got to level 30, it took me about 2 months to go from unranked to like #1 in my region. It was Nordic East, so that was one of the worst regions because like you have West, you have North America, and then you have East, and you have other stuff like Brazil. And the region I was playing in, there was not many pros in my region. It was mainly me and Forgiven and some other people, and we were not pros back then, so it was just like people playing for fun.
So when the Challenger system came out, I was actually like almost instantly Challenger, I think. I got up to rank 2 or 3 or 4 or something. And then after that, for the rest of the seasons, I just stayed around like top 50 every year. And this is the year where I got all the way up to rank 4, and then now kind of like top 10. And then I'm just leveling up my Smurf account to Challenger again.
Back when I played, there actually wasn't Challenger. Platinum was the highest. In the beginning, I just played normal games because I was too nervous to play ranked games. But after I had over 1,000 normal games, I went into ranked, and I think it took me about a month or 2 to reach the highest division at the time.
There was only Platinum back then, and after they made Challenger League, I took like 5 days or 1 week.
I got to high elo for the first time maybe like 5 months playing League. I came from a pretty MOBA-based background. I played like lots of Heroes of New Earth and Dota. Like I just played like lots of MOBA games growing up. So going into League was pretty easy for me.
What was your first time on stage? Did it make you nervous? I think my first time was at DreamHack when I played against CLGU at the time, which was one of the best teams in the world. And it was my first LAN with first time meeting my team, so I was super nervous on stage. Even just playing backstage in the group stage, I was like shaking, and getting on stage didn't really change much. I honestly didn't play very well, and we just got crushed as a team, but it was a nice experience getting to play in front of people for the first time.
I played my first tournament in 2012, and yeah, I was pretty nervous.
My first time on stage was at DreamHack at Season 1. The nerves did get to me, but my teammate at the time, right next to me, was Double Lift, and he was extremely nervous. Like, he was so nervous that I stopped being as nervous because I was just watching him like freak out of just being nervous. Like, he didn't really show it, but when I looked at him, it was like, you could tell he was nervous. And even though I was still nervous at DreamHack, like, I just gave it my best and tried my hardest, and I just learned from there.
So first time I played on stage, I played a lot of Danish LANs before all these kind of stuff, and the nerves on the Danish LANs, like there's like maybe 100 people watching, so it was not that hard because I used to play a lot of soccer. Like I played soccer where you played on stage, like you played in front of other people, and I got used to it back then. But when I played my first game in the LCS, it was really difficult for me. Even though I played a lot in Challenger Series and all that kind of stuff, but when I played on TSM, it was definitely harder because like now there's actually pressure on me because people expect me to perform well.
When I'm tryharding, I like to pick Charmander. When I'm just chilling, I like to pick Bulbasaur, and when I semi-tryharding, I like to pick Squirtle. So that's my order.
Charmander, because I don't know, it just feels cool.
What's weak against Rock?
Grass.
So I picked Bulbasaur. So the reason why I picked Bulbasaur is because I liked plants. I actually had like a garden in the back of my house where I would water the plants with my grandma. And when I saw Bulbasaur, I was like, wow, he has a plant on his back. It's cool, so I just picked him.
Ed Healy Spoon asked, what are the wrist guards that Rework High uses? I use something called kinesio tape. It's actually not as much of a guard, it's just a tape that you apply. And you can get it on Amazon or pretty much in any store. And if you look up on the internet or something how to apply it, if you have wrist pain mainly on the back of your hand, you can use it and it actually helps a lot.
Jono asked, which top laner from CLG was the hardest in all of your years? Personally, like, it's been up and down for each player. I could go from easiest to hardest, and first it would be, from easiest it would be Seraph, and then Void Boy, and then Hotshot, and then Neon, and then Zion Spartan.
Who would I want to have another rework? Definitely some AD carry. I don't know which. Maybe let's see. Maybe Quinn. I mean, I don't really like how she has to be a melee champion when she ults. That's kind of annoying. Maybe if she was like a big dragon that has a lot of movement speed and range, that would be probably a lot cooler.
So I really want Amumu to get reworked because I used to play a lot of Amumu in Season 2 and I actually like his kit where you like jump in and you use your ult. That's like one kind of hard engage, but the thing with Amumu is he doesn't have any escapes unless you can use your Q on something. And he lacks move, like he's not that fast and he doesn't really do anything before like you scale up. So I think if they reworked him where he had a bit more early game pressure and stuff like that, then I actually think it would be a viable champion.
I really want Zona to be reworked.
I actually really like Fiora, and seeing her getting a rework now is one of the things that I've really been looking forward to, because I think Fiora was always a really fun champion that could just jump in and like one-shot someone if anyone was ever out of position. She had really strong dueling, and that's what I really love in a champion. That's why I like playing champions like Zed, Fizz, and Yasuo. So with the Fiora changes, maybe we'll see her more, and maybe I can get the player in the mid lane.